So our first deal of the night is going to be presented by Jennifer and Charles Ebanks. Charles is a full-time real estate investor, and Jennifer assists him part-time. They've got 4 kids. Jennifer is a native Orlando person. They got a lot of their start with Dean Grazioli. So tonight, Jennifer is going to explain how driving for dollars, networking, and a tired landlord made for a pretty sweet payday. Please welcome Jennifer and Charles Ebanks.
Hello. Basically, we've been driving for dollars in our area. We live in Tuscaloosa, Winter Springs, and I pretty much keep an eye on properties to see how the yards are maintained and any obvious signs of the properties being empty. So we were driving around our neighborhood, and there was one that we saw, which generally in our area, everything is pretty well kept. We caught it, wrote it down. I found the owner on Property Appraiser, and it was listed the next day. My husband actually found it on Craigslist, and they had it listed for, what was it? It was originally listed for $150. They didn't have much interest in it as of yet because it was very messy. They had tenants in it for a long time who neglected the property very badly. We submitted an offer that day for $130. They accepted it. We tied it up and sent it out to our buyers. And we had a buyer in Arizona who was doing a bulk deal, and he took a little bit longer than necessary, so we had to actually go and find another buyer. And Southeast Professional Title, Ryan actually helped us with that and brought us a buyer, and we ended up making $18,500 on the deal as a wholesale. And those are some pictures of the property. We actually did the clean out of the property. And anything they didn't want was left inside. So we did a clean out, and that was part of the wholesale. The positives was very little time invested. I think we had maybe 4 days, 5 days total.
Something like that.
And Southeast Professional Title was awesome to work with. They did our closing. Ryan and Debbie did an awesome job.
Great people to work with.
Yes, if you're doing a deal, definitely check them out. The negatives was our buyer. He had everything in place, but just didn't come through as planned, so we didn't have enough backup buyers, which is something that we definitely learned for the next deal.
Okay, any questions?
How much did you have to put down? You said you tied it up. What did you have to
Let me repeat
tie
the
it up,
question.
and where'd you get it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, how much
It
money
was
did you
$1,000.
We had
Yeah, how much-
$1,000 earnest money.
Okay, the question was how much did you put down on the deal? And the answer was $1,000.
Yes.
Any other questions? Yes, sir. Todd? Did you do a double close or an assignment of the
We
contract?
actually did a dry double close, so $1,000 was it out of our pocket.
A dry double close?
Yes.
Okay.
A dry double close means that we didn't have any money out of our pocket, that our buyer actually funded both sides of the deal. Any other questions? Yes. Right.
Yeah. What was the motivation for the buyer who was out of town? Was it a bulk deal? Is that?
It was, the motivation for him was how much there was left, how much meat was left on the bone. The RV was 275, so it was a big chunk that he possibly could make after the rehab.
No.
No. He was another investor that was got on our list through emails, and he spotted it when we put it out, and he was very interested. But he was trying to do too much at once and couldn't bring it together in time.
He ended up doing a 40 deal package.
Yeah. Could you explain what driving for dollars is?
Driving for dollars is driving around looking for distressed properties, properties that look out of place in nicer neighborhoods or something to that nature. See if it's been, the grass is overgrown, bunch of mailbox overflowing, or a bunch of newspapers left out without being picked up, and basically, once you find those properties, look them up to see what's going on with them.
Specifically, how did Ryan and Debbie help you?
Yeah, how did Ryan and Debbie help you?
Ryan actually turned us on to a lead, which brought our actual end buyer for the property.
He actually saved the deal.
Yes.
How many offers did you make before this one went through?
For this particular property? Oh. We've done probably at least, we've probably done at least 20 different offers. But this one, it got accepted right away. It was a tired landlord, so this one, we had a contract that day. I was actually out of town, signed it the next day, and we started right away. Yes.
Wrap this one up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.